There was one time that Messi got so bored that he ended up splurging millions just to buy a neighbor's house only because they were banging music from a stereo. This guy's got an insane spending habit. Number 10. But first, we gotta talk about his phone. I know what you're probably thinking. Phones are already expensive, but I mean, come on, how expensive can they be? Well, if you're Lionel Messi, the answer is very expensive. Now, there are millions of people around the world who use iPhones, but there's none out there that compete with the type that Messi uses. So, what do you think about a customized iPhone that's covered in pure gold? Hold on, because it doesn't stop there. Messi's iPhone also has his name and jersey number embedded on the back. For regular folks, $1,000 would be a fair-ish price for an iPhone, but Messi? He's not a regular person. Which is why his customized iPhone goes for a whopping $21,000. Number 9. But that is nothing compared to my man's drip game. You see, Messi has that humble guy mentality that prefers to stay low-key, but not when it comes to his bling. Apparently, the Inter Miami star is a friend for all that glitters, and he doesn't mind blowing wads of cash on him either. He's got $45,000 Rolexes, $120,000 Hublots, and $150,000 Pateks. In fact, his $150,000 Patek is literally covered in a jaw-dropping 142 karat diamond set and sapphires. And if that's not enough to make a broke person cry, Messi requested that the watch be sprinkled with some rubies too. Heck, he owns a $250,000 customized watch that is laced with rose gold and baguette diamonds. Now, there's an interesting fact about Messi's $250,000 watch. It's one of the very few timepieces in the world that can simultaneously tell the time, day, and city you're in. Number 8. But I wish that was the best of it, but it's not. Because the watches I mentioned so far come nowhere close to the most expensive in his collection, the Messi Ballon d'Or watch. Yeah, after Messi won a historic 7 Ballon d'Ors, there was a custom-made $2.8 million watch that was crafted in his honor. He was the only man in the world to own such a timepiece, but it became so popular that the jeweler had to make 8 replicas for those who wanted to, at least feel on the same level as the soccer god. It's crystal clear Messi loves to see his wrist glitter, but that's not the only part of his body that has been literally dipped in gold. Number 7. Because back in 2012, after scoring a remarkable 91 goals for Barcelona, Ginza Tanaka, a famous jeweler in Tokyo, had decided that his left foot had to be worshipped. Hence, his decision to make an exact gold replica of the Argentinian scoring tool. This piece of work was so important that the jeweler had to fly to Spain to have Messi design it with him. Of course, Messi did oblige. After all, how many players in the world can boast of having a golden foot? Literally, not just the award. Anyway, to get the right dynamics, Messi had to dip his left foot in a bowl where molten was poured just so there'd be no mistakes. And the end result? An exact replica of Messi's left foot with the veins sticking out and all. Messi himself signed on the platform where the golden foot was placed to clarify his authenticity. The good news is, this work of art was done not only in honor of Messi's legendary goal-scoring records, but also as part of a relief program for the 2011 tsunami victims in Japan. It was auctioned off for around $5 million, and a large sum of the proceeds were used to aid those affected by the natural disaster. So, as you can see, Messi isn't just about himself, as his foundation has a reputation for giving to those in need. But there is one thing for sure, and that is that Messi wouldn't be giving out any of his multi-million-dollar car collection. Number 6. You see, Messi kinda has a thing for fast and expensive cars, and he's got a thing for our channel too. Messi literally likes to keep tabs on his rival Ronaldo. I bet that's why he hit the subscribe button. And while his early days as a professional saw him drive the regular Range Rovers and Cadillac Escalades, the latter years of his career saw him literally switch gears to owning some of the most expensive cars in the world. So, How would you like your range to be graced with $150,000 Audis and $250,000 Maseratis? I'm sure you would, as these are the types of cars that most people can only dream of. But for Messi, it's a reality that he wakes up to every single morning. And these aren't even his most expensive ones. He's even got a Ferrari that's worth $300,000 and a beautiful $600,000 Mercedes-Benz SLS. That's over $1 million on cars alone. And that's not even adding to his $2.8 million Bugatti, which flies at a breathtaking 230 miles per hour. In fact, his supercar is so fast that it's actually illegal to drive in many cities in Europe. Messi also has a 1957 Ferrari Spider, which Ronaldo nearly snatched from him. Because right after Messi heard that it was going up for auction in Paris, Ronaldo tried to stop him by placing a bid that he felt Messi wouldn't be able to match. Messi shocked not only his rival, but the entire world when he copped the ride with a whopping $35 million, which is far more than the worth of his other cars combined. Number 5. Now, you can't park such a car in a regular home, can you? Well, the dude's got a $5 million condo, $10 million mansion, and even a $44 million castle that is fit for a king. Seriously, have you seen his condo in Miami? Trust me when I say it is one of a kind. This super apartment actually has a car elevator which lifts his luxury vehicle straight to his living room. Now that is some Batman level class. And speaking of class, Messi's next super purchase is his $7 million home in Castel de Fez. The mansion offers a great view of both the Catalan Hills and the Mediterranean Sea. Now, how many homes do you know can say the same? It also has its own private theater, gym, Olympic-sized swimming pool, and even a spa. Now, with such a beautiful place to call home, you'd expect Messi to, kind of want some privacy, right? Well, he did, and this became evident when he'd literally gotten rid of some of his neighbors. Number 4. Because while living in Casas de Fels, it was reported that Messi had a problem with his noisy neighbors. So he did the unthinkable. He offered them a mouth-watering song they just couldn't resist. And voila! The home was his, and Messi could finally have some peace. The exact value of the home remained undisclosed, but since Costa Fidels is one of the most highbrow areas in Spain, we can expect him to have spent tens of millions of dollars kicking his neighbors out. But this guy is outright crazy. I mean, why cop your neighbor's house when you barely are even home? Number 3. Because the dude literally travels around the world in grand style in a 2004 Gulfstream 5, which cost him a whopping $15 million. This luxury bird comes equipped with 2 bathrooms, a large kitchen, and as many as 16 seats that can all be collapsed into 8 comfy beds. Oh yeah, the tail of the jet also carries Messi's jersey number. His name, as well as the names of the members of his family, are also written on the steps. Players like Neymar and Cristiano Ronaldo have private jets, and it would be a shocker if Messi didn't snatch up one of these babies for himself. But Messi doesn't always want to be in the air. Sometimes he just wants to sail on the waters and let himself loose in luxury. Number 2. You see, Messi doesn't joke with his holidays, and he unwinds by enjoying the waters of some of the most beautiful islands in the world. Messi's $12.5 million yacht is every bit as glamorous as you would expect. The luxurious Sea Machine boasts 4 bedrooms with ensuite bathrooms, as well as a master VIP bedroom. It's even got a kitchen, living room, bar stashed with exotic drinks, and can comfortably entertain 10 guests. It also has kayaks and is equipped with world-class security features because you never know when somebody might get a smart idea in the water. Lastly, number 1. But just when he thought Messi was done with the big bucks and spending, he realized that he owns a chain of hotels worth more than a couple islands put together. Seriously, you gotta give it up for this guy to being an absolute entrepreneur. Messi has, in fact, been a hoteler since 2017, thanks to the launch of his MIM Hotels empire. His hotel chain boasts as many as 5 hotels, which are all managed by the Majestic Hotel Group. Messi's Mem hotels are made up of Hotel Mem Ibiza, Hotel Mem Baqueira, Hotel Mem Sieges, Hotel Mem Andorra, and Hotel Mem Mallorca. Believe it or not, he did actually have a sixth hotel, Puerto Deportivo de Solo Grande in Cádiz, but that had to be torn down due to structural issues. All the same, each of Messi's hotels are valued between 35 mil and 43 mil, which is going to come out to a grand total of about $200 million. And to add to his $200 million Messi theme park, that's going to make it about $400 million worth of hospitality from one man. But that's literally nothing compared to what his rival owns, because Ronaldo, he's the beast. Seriously, you might think you know Ronaldo, but you do not. Click this video to check out Ronaldo's expensive purchases, because this guy is not who you think that he is.